Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. You know, the Newsworthy Stories Bring Your Business to the Beach NetWORKcation is right around the corner. September 17th. I mean, just look how quickly we have already arrived to this point. On the screen with me are people who will be in the room, but you know me, I want you to be able to meet them before you meet them. And so we're going to have some introductions with them in just a moment. But I do also want you to know that Corey Cuff Lonergan, she is a CEO and general manager of Broward County Transit, will also be there. She's going to share her upcoming projects, what they've been working on, and how she wants to collaborate with small and mid-sized businesses to meet the needs of those bids. So we're going to hear from her too, but I wanted to make sure that you knew she was going to be in the room because I know there's many people in South Florida and beyond that really want to do business with the county. So I wanted to make sure that you knew she was going to be in the room. So I have so many first timers on this call. So I'm screaming, inside. But wow. Angela is here with me, Angela Walton from Verizon Small Business Digital Ready. We also have the Burr brothers. They're split up, but with Annie from Steady Returns. Keyshawn Nicholas is here from the Florida Business Development Council, and Annie Lorenzo. I always want to say Annie Lennox. It's that close to the tip of my tongue every time I say your name. She is with Restoration Experts, and wow, that is just who you see here. And so each one of them is going to tell us a little bit about their breaking news, what they want to share with you, and what's to come, and how and why you should join them. So, Angela, you're the veteran in the house. You're the only person who's been in the networkation on this screen. So, I'm going to start with you. Good morning.
Good morning, Jackie. And I've never been a veteran before. This is awesome. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I just want to say networkcation is absolutely amazing. My first opportunity to be there was a few months ago, and the people were in the room were exciting. The vibe was exciting. Wow, she's showing a picture of me being excited at networkation. So I really love this opportunity to be able to come back and spend some time with you all with some breaking news from Verizon. And so, what I do want to share with you, I talked to some of you before about digital ready, but right now, Verizon is really stretching on being able to help small and medium sized businesses. And specifically, I want to say that I'm a business strategist, and I'm careful when I say small or medium, because if we say small, we're going to think small, but that's not where we're going. In the next 5 years, Verizon is going to be spending $5 billion with businesses like yours and mine. And so we're calling it the Small Business Supplier Accelerator. And the approach is really creating a pipeline of organizations and suppliers that can assist Verizon with the things that we need. So specifically, we're going to have regional trainings and seminars. I don't want to give it all away because I want you to show up and talk with me in person. But I do want to let you know that some of the things that you might need, that you want to hear about as a small business or medium-sized business, because again, when we say small and medium, when we're talking about SBA numbers, those are not small numbers. We're talking about revenues like from 250 and above into the millions. And those are considered small businesses when you're talking about organizations like Verizon or Amazon or something like that. But I just want to tell you this. We're looking at faster paying times. We're talking about modified insurance requirements. We're talking about adjusted indemnification requirements that may help you stay competitive. And we understand the obstacles that businesses are having to be in a relationship with an organization like Verizon. We're paying attention, and we're trying to settle the level, lower the playing field to make it available for you. So please come see us at NetWORKcation, spend some time with me, and get into that pipeline.
Absolutely. I'm so excited because, when Angela was there at the last networkcation. She was there because the city of Deerfield Beach was introducing their new partnership. And she really wasn't allowed to, they were off and running to another event. So she didn't get to stay. But can you imagine that she came back, just after being there a short time and said, hey, I want to be the presenting sponsor at the next networkation. And so I'm floored that you get to come back and stay. And because we really didn't hear enough from you. So I'm really looking forward to getting the whole story. So thank you so much. So that's just a little bit from Verizon. We're going to move on to the Burr brothers. It's Chris and Michael Burr, and they are with Steady Returns. And so I'm not sure who is going to kick us off, but I don't know. Is it Chris or is it Michael?
I'll kick off, and Mike can fill in where I leave out. But Angela, I'd like to thank you and Verizon for terrific service. We've been using Verizon as a growing business. Although we're small, we're growing for over 15 years, and we've been very happy with the connection and the service. Steady Returns, we're a registered investment advisory firm. My brother is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm in Port St. Lucie, Florida. I cover all of South Florida as like my territory. We've had clients from Dade through Orlando going on. We just celebrated our 20th year working together, and Steady Returns. We just started finishing our 13th year together. But all of our clients are at Charles Schwab and Company, who's the custodian of the accounts, and my brother and I manage the portfolios, and I manage the client relationships. And most importantly, we've come to realize that most of our clients, like over 80% of them, never had an advisor, never had someone they trusted. That's who we're looking for. If someone already has an advisor or they do it themselves, that's not really the fit we're looking for. We're looking for someone who wants to make the paperwork go away. We realize a lot of people have accounts just floating out there. There's no real strategy, and some people are intimidated by it or just understandably procrastinate. And the big push we're trying to put out there is what I see time and time again, and did it myself. I have now 3 children, and I didn't get a trust till I had our first child, and it still took like a year. But to have the beneficiaries updated on all your accounts, I'm sure you have 401ks and IRAs and bank accounts, and you might have your primary beneficiary named. And we just urge everyone to check that out, make sure it's updated, but also to have a contingent beneficiary. And in my situation with a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and now a 2-week-old, it's if my wife and I happen to not be here, we pass away, we don't want it to go to probate where they get the money at age 18. I want my brother, our trustee, who would step in to be able to manage their portfolio. So that just having beneficiaries updated, having trusts in place if you have children or grandchildren or friends with children is so critically important. And we're here to get that message out.
And the other thing I want to say between you and Chris and Michael, is that one of the reasons I've always wanted somebody in the financial space at the networkcation is because we do talk about all these multi-million and billion-dollar bids, but then we're like, what do you do with the money once you get it? And so where do you invest it? And the city of Deerfield Beach, wow, if you're looking to expand your business and things like that, I want you to have someone in the room to at least have that discussion, because you hit on procrastination. One of the things we just won't do is stop. We know we need to do it, but we don't stop. And I want you to take advantage of stopping with 2 people that I know and say, hey, what about this? What about that? So Michael, fill us in on what else we should know about Steady Returns, please.
Well, you hit a great point there just about procrastination, especially when it comes to investing. It's so easy to put off. We're all busy people. You have busy lives, children, you have not only jobs, you have businesses to run. It's hard to stay on top of that. And what we tend to see, and there's a lot of it out there, is a lot of money sitting in bank accounts, literally earning nothing, or CDs earning minimal rate of return, say 3 to 4%. And there are plenty of very safe instruments out there that can earn double that. So we're not talking about just sticking it in the stock market and watching it go up and down and being nervous about it. We're talking about using a lot of, conservative investments to get a higher rate of return, 6-7%, but without the volatility. And that's something that especially people that are in retirement, but even pre-retirement, are looking for. And that's where our tagline is investing with certainty. We're not talking about necessarily guaranteed products. We're talking about that feeling of certainty to where you're looking at your portfolio, even when it's a downturn in the market, and you're thinking, hey, I'm okay. You have that feeling. That's what we're really trying to give to people.
And I always love that Chris always says, you want to be in a place where you never have to work again or look again, yes, or whatever it is that, right?
The favorite thing we get to say to people is you don't ever have to work again. You're good.
Yeah.
And now they love working.
Right, right. If you never have to work again, it changes the mindset on okay, what do I want to work on, right? Exactly. So yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited. Now I know you're in North Carolina, Michael, yes, and you might not be in the room, but if you live in North Carolina, you need to connect with Michael for today. You don't have to wait for the NetWORKcation. So connect with Michael first.
I will be there in spirit, and I'll get there eventually.
Exactly. Okay, Keyshawn, Nicholas, you're up. We are looking to hear about the Florida Business Development Council. And I tell you, this is even new to me. I was like, this is a resource I was very excited to hear about. So please tell us more.
So thank you, Jacqueline. On behalf of our president and CEO, Monica Cupid, just thank you for the opportunity to be here and share a little bit about the Florida Business Development Council. We had a big year this year where we had new leadership and a branding change to the Florida Business Development Council. I am Keyshawn Nicholas, the Director of Programs and Strategic Partnerships. Relationships are key, right? We're here to help small businesses, Florida buyers and suppliers, to connect them, to build business together. It's kind of threefold, where we have corporations, clients, and opportunity, right? Our mission is to develop and connect qualified businesses to opportunities and partnerships to sort of fuel the economic development, right? The Florida business ecosystem. We are located in Miami Shores, but we're responsible for the state of Florida. We're part of a 23 affiliate across the nation, across the U.S. So we're responsible for the state of Florida. We've been around for just over 50 years with the understanding, again, that relationships between businesses and corporate and government buyers are essential to business growth and economic development. Who should connect with us? All small businesses, all corporations. If you're looking for certification, procurement opportunities, resources, again, relationships. Again, I keep saying relationships. I keep going back to relationships because those are key. And an event like the NetWORKcation gives you an opportunity to build these relationships and strengthen your capacity and encourage you to be a part of a larger community, not just the people that are around you, but outside of that. Also encouraging to connect with us as you decide on how you want to move forward with your business. If we could help you to grow your business. We always want to hear from corporations, government agencies, municipalities, financial institutions, chambers, and other organizations to help fuel the resources for our clients and to bring opportunities to businesses in Florida. And we have so many events that are coming up. One that I like to say, to mention, is our AI Ready Florida series. Oh, yes. It's a series. It's 9 classes. If you haven't heard of it, please check it out on our website, flbdc.org. It's a hands-on series focused on applying AI to sales, marketing, CRM, customer resource management system, automation, digital presence, security, and other business functions that can help you streamline your business, focus on what you need to focus on, whether it's opportunities or finding staff, whatever it might be. This series, AI Ready Florida series, is something that you want to check out.
And I'm really excited about it. No, thank you, because I'm glad you mentioned that, because Alex Bazzani, I know he's leading, I don't know if he's leading all the sessions, but I know he's leading some of those sessions. And Alex Bazzani has been on the panel for the NetWORKcation as well. And he has also been in the room last time, and he was already telling me, I'm going to be in the room this time. So Alex Bazzani, he's amazing. So
yes,
you definitely want to be a part of that workshop, especially if you're new to AI or you're just trying it out and you want some real guidance. Extraordinary. I'm an Alex Bazzani fan, hands down.
Yes.
So thank you so much for reminding me.
Shout out to Alex.
Yeah, shout out. So I want to go ahead then, and you're going to be our anchor today, Annie Lorenzo, who is from Restoration Experts. She is actually a business that is in the city of Deerfield Beach, which we love. And so, Annie, tell us about Restoration Experts. We're in the middle of hurricane season, tornadoes to the north, flooding everywhere. What can you tell us to help protect us?
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Annie with Restoration Experts. I actually met Jackie a couple of months ago in a networking event, and right away I knew that I wanted to be part of this NetWORKcation and everything that she's involved with. She's great. So like she mentioned, we are a Deerfield Beach locally veteran-owned, family-run and owned business here in Deerfield. And yes, we're in the middle of hurricane season, so we want to help homeowners if there's any hurricanes that come, or just with their regular day-to-day, if they have like water leaks, if they have HVAC issues, we're here to help. We do free assessments, and we hold each customer by the hand through the whole process of doing insurance claims, or if they want to do, just regular cash jobs. We're very helpful with all of that. So I'm very excited to be here and try to, make my network bigger.
And who do you want to have in the room?
So ideally for me, it would be contractors, it would be property managers, homeowners, anybody that can help when anything like flooding or any type of water damage, mold remediation happens.
All right. So this is just a snapshot, of who's going to be in the room, because I actually had to do 3 of these just to even get a bigger snapshot, if you will, because of the depth of who's going to be in that room for the next NetWORKcation. I'm telling you, that's where you want to be on Thursday, September 17th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I must say this, that more people are staying. I'm so excited that they're making it a true NetWORKation. I can't tell you how important that is. It's great to come and network, but the NetWORKation is designed for you to come and network and stay. It changes your mindset. It helps. There's so much clarity that comes with that. And so I hope you will do both. The award-winning Wyndham, the home of the NetWORKation. Just glad to be in the room again. And I cannot wait for all of you or most of you to meet one another. But don't wait for the NetWORKation. You guys are all connected now. Start doing business today. Start talking about how you can collaborate today, even for Thursday, September 17th for the next NetWORKation. I am so excited to be in that room with all of you, and to see you have moments like this where your hands are up, you get outside a little bit, and we're doing networking. And I always highlight work because networking takes work, but in the end, we're collaborating. We are there to build businesses, build relationships, because each one of you has a tribe. And I just want you all to connect and actually have time to do business. And so can't wait to see you at the next NetWORKation. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.